Hi everyone, it's Mel from My Paper Oasis. I'm back again tonight to show you a quick card. It's February, so Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't really do a lot of Valentines, but lots of people do, so I thought I would show you this quick card to make. This card uses our Sealed with Love bundle. So it's got framelits for the little hearts, and it's got little envelopes and cute little stamp sets. So this is some of the framelits here. Little arrows, and this one makes a little envelope, and these make little cards to go inside envelopes, and envelope liners and borders, and I've got a few of the others which I'll show you when I'm doing the card shortly. And the stamp set, the Sealed with Love stamp set. So it's pretty Valentine's-y. It has lots of Valentine's-y stuff on it, but trust me, it can be used for other things. I have a blog post tonight with Casing the Caddy, and there's another card on there that I've made completely different to Valentine's, and we'll be doing a different one in class tomorrow night as well. The paper that goes with this suite is the Sending Love suite. So it's all red and white for Valentine's, I suppose. But there are some, there's other stuff that you can use this for as well. It doesn't all have to be Valentine's-y. So that's fantastic. So tonight we're going to make this one. It's a very basic one. It's pretty quick and simple to make. It just uses a couple of the framelits and the little envelope, and of course this is the stitched framelits that I love. They just add such a fantastic background to so many things, like the little tiny sentiments that are in there, and we're going to decorate the inside of this card tonight as well. So let's get started. This one's made on crumb cake. I'm actually going to do the next one that I'm making with you guys. I want to do it on craft cardstock. I think it will sit a little bit better with the red and the blue. I like this one, but I really like craft as well. So I'm going to use the craft cardstock for the one that we're making tonight. So I'll just pop that up there. There's a bit of glare from the lovely gold foil paper. Okay, so what you're going to need tonight for this card, this is a craft cardstock that I've got for this one. So the craft cardstock comes in a pack of 12 by 12, so you'll need to cut this down. So this is 4 1/8 wide by, it's 11 and, to be exact, 11/16 long, but you don't have to have it 11/16. You can do 11 3/4, 11 5/8. It's only a tiny bit of difference, and you're not really going to notice the difference. So this is what I'm going to use tonight. So I'm just going to fold that over and burnish it in half. Now, we have some fantastic weather here in Melbourne tonight. It is raining. Hopefully it doesn't start bucketing it down so you can't hear me on the video. So there's our card base. You can see there's just a slight colour difference between the crumb cake and the craft cardstock. So that's why I just wanted to have a go on this one tonight. So this card is super simple. You're going to have a real red square that is 3 by 3 inches, and then this is Soft Sky, and it is the largest stitched square framelit that is in the framelits pack. So you're just going to adhere this straight down onto your real red cardstock. So let's do that. Like I said, it's pretty quick and basic, especially, if you're giving Valentine's cards to men. They don't really like a lot of tiz, I find, a lot of the time, or they don't appreciate it. So something that's quick and basic but still sends the same message, I think is good value. So you're just going to adhere that straight down, and then this can be just adhered straight down onto your card base as well. So let's do that. Okay, so I've kind of put it in the top 2/3, I guess, just centering that in there and popping that down. So that's all done. Now I'm going to stamp this tiny little sentiment. This stamp set has the teeniest little sentiments, and this is one of my favourites. It just says a teeny tiny note. So instead of saying a little note, it's got a teeny tiny note. It's a super fine stamp set. Okay, so it's really fine, so you don't need to go pushing this down super hard. So I'm stamping this in soft suede. So I'm just going to stamp that down there. It's a little bit tricky to see from your camera point of view, but hopefully you can see that there are teeny tiny notes. So you can see how fine the lettering is. You really don't need to press hard when you are doing this like stamping with such a tiny image. So then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make this little envelope. Now the framelets come with one of these little framelets, and this makes the tiniest little envelope so that you can do this. Now it has little inserts that you can pop in here as well if you wanted to when you make the framelit. So I've cut this out using that Sending Love DSP, and you can see that it embosses the lines in this little envelope as well as cutting it out for you. So I want the white on the outside. I don't want the red on the outside. It'll make it a little bit red. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, let's dress it up a bit and we'll do the red on the outside. Let's get a little bit creative. So the trickiest thing for me is seeing these lovely lines. Sorry, I keep going out of camera because I'm trying to see where the score marks are around the camera. So as you can see, you can just fold on these little lines and it makes this absolutely cute little envelope. So I'm just going to adhere that with a little bit of Tombow. You could use a glue dot or something like that. But I'm just going to use some Tombow for tonight. So I'm just going to put a little glob there and run a bit down there, fold it over, and just put a little glob there. And you just need to be very careful with it because it will, you know, go everywhere if you're not. So I hope you could see that on camera when I did that. Okay, so that's your little envelope made. You may need to push and hold on that for just a little bit, just until it adheres. But this is one of the framelits that you can do. So you've got like a little stamp set with hearts. There's a bigger one that you can do as well. And these are designed to slip inside your little envelope just like that. So you can even write something on there if you wanted to. They're super cute. I just love them to pieces. Okay, so we're just going to adhere that one straight down. So I'm going to use my tape for that. A bit of fast fuse because that's nice and sticky. And I'm just going to pop this in the lower part of the picture here. So you can see the difference with the red. It's going to be pretty red, this card, but I quite like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so the other couple of framelits that are in that set, there's a couple of hearts as well. So this one, even though it's quite intricate, I've managed to cut this one out with just my magnetic platform or a regular platform. So, you know, that's not too much of an issue with that. You might need to just run it through a couple of times in the big shot. And if you're having trouble with these ones, just make sure that you know, once it's gone through once, and if it's not cut properly, turn it on a different angle and run it through a different way in your big shot, and you'll find that that helps. And you can just poke and brush those pieces out if you've got the brush tool. And this heart. So this heart actually cuts. So here's what the stripy heart looks like. And then this is what the other heart cuts. So it's actually designed, you can see the score marks there, that you can fold this one up. So you can make it like a really pretty heart that pops up off the page. So I'm not going to fold mine today. I'm going to try and snip this around the camera because that's how I got the third shape on my card. So I'm just going to nip in there and get this heart out. So you can see it's a bit glary, I do apologise. But if you just extend the little nips, then you end up with the other heart. So you get a couple of extra heart shapes, which I think is pretty good. So what you're going to do is then adhere these down. So Tombow's the best for this. So just little bits. Remember, Tombow, you know, spreads quite well. You could use the fine tip glue pen if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. And you're just going to lay these inside your envelope. Well, this one I've actually tucked behind my envelope, so I'm going to tuck that one behind again. And the stripy one. Now the fine tip one would be good with this. The other thing you could do is just sponge a bit of the ink over with a bit of Tombow. You can put some Tombow on a special glue, like a sponge that you keep just for gluing, and just wipe it over. So I'm just going to put a little bit around on that and pop that inside the envelope. Stick that one down, and then, whoops, where is it? There he is, my last heart. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the bottom there because you don't need it all the way up because you're only going to stick that bit in, and give it a bit of a tweak so it pops out a bit, and stick that in. So there you go. There's the front of the card done. Told you it was nice and quick and simple and easy to do. I really like the red with the craft. I think that, you know, picks it up a little bit more as well. And then we're going to do the inside as well. So what I've done for the inside of this card, remember to do the insides. It always adds a little bit of extra, you know, special touch to your cards. So I've just created a very quick, simple inside for this one that says I love you with the hearts stamped on it. So what I did was, because I've already got some soft sky here, I just stamped this stamp with the hearts in real red onto the soft sky, and I'm going to put that on here, and I'm going to stamp another sentiment. So I love you. There's hugs and kisses, all those kinds of things in here. So it just depends what you want to do. I might actually do this first because I've got a stamp, and I prefer to do that when it's not in the card already. So if you muck it up, you can swap it out. Okay, so I'm just going to pop some little hearts on here. And then the I love you sentiment, I'm just going to stamp again in soft suede. So we're sticking to the same kind of colour scheme. So straight down and straight up. I hope that's straight because I'm above the camera and I can't see. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. And then you're just going to, again, adhere this, pop this inside your card without the fluff on it, if possible. That's a little bit more practical. So there we go. A very simple, quick Valentine's card that's not too tizzy, but still gets the right message across. And there's a couple of different colour variations for you. So as usual, I'll put this stuff on my blog later in the week. I've got Casing the Caddy, and I have colour inspiration this week. So I'll pop this blog post up a little bit later in the week, probably Thursday or Friday, with all the card measurements for you so that you can create your own. Remember, if you want to order anything, there are links to my store on my website and on my Facebook page, so you can order online and have it delivered directly to you. My blog post also has links with the actual items that I've used, so that makes it really easy for you. And I've also stamped a little envelope as well, so it makes it really kind of cute. So tonight, I thought what I might do is, what's the date today? Let me have a look. The date is the 5th of Feb. So what I thought I might do is I will, if you comment below, I will send this out to somebody. I will send this out so you have your Valentine's Day card all ready to go, and you can write on it and do what you want. I won't write on it to send to you. I will just pop it in the post and send it off to you. So if somebody comments below, I'll put their name in the drawer and draw that out next week, and then you should get it in time for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys have had a lovely night. I hope you enjoy the projects. It's lovely to see you all joining and popping along. If you'd like me to show you how to do anything on these videos, let me know and I'll see if I can manage it for you. Thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Have a really good night. Bye.